Hello, 5th grade. We're on Domain 7, William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, Lesson 10, Order and Rules. Our objectives for today are to compare characters in Act 2, Scene 1, and to use descriptive detail to write about the setting of the woods. Some key vocabulary. Bower is a bed made of flowers and leaves. Homespuns are fools from the country. Auditor is an audience. Odious is disgusting. Savors enjoys. Radiant, glowing. Knavery is a prank. Translated is transformed. Enamored is delighted. Enthralled is fascinated. Virtue is honor and goodness, and wit is sense and wisdom. Okay, so we're going to do our summary of 3.1. So our characters are Titania, Quince, Bottom, Workman, and Puck. Titania tells the fairies to sing her to sleep with a lullaby. After she's asleep and the fairies leave, Oberon arrives and pours the juice into her eyes. He says, "What thou seest when thou wake, do it for thy true love take." While Titania is asleep, Peter, Quince, and his buddies come to the same place to rehearse their scene. Bottom keeps interrupting Quince and suggests that they can change the play to make it less scary for the audience. They also try to figure out how they can show moonlight and the wall in the play. They decide to have one of the actors represent each other. The silly rehearsal begins just as Puck enters and decides to watch. When Bottom goes off stage and gets ready to make his entrance, Puck follows him, transforming Bottom's head into that of an ass. Bottom can't understand why his friends run away from him, and he begins to sing. His singing wakes up Titania, who, under the influence of the magic flower, falls in love with him and takes him to her bower. So our character development for this one. So Oberon is actually clever, dishonest, and sneaky. Titania is loving, and Bottom is annoying, concerned, confused, and an animal at this point, because remember, he becomes a donkey. So we learned about that Shakespeare does not write a lot of his stage directions. So why does he do that? Well, it's so that because he's there for the rehearsals and he can kind of just tell them what to do, and he doesn't have to have them read what to do. And it also gives them a little bit more freedom to kind of work with things as they can. So although he didn't have those stage directions, and as they do in the script, we always imply what these mean. So when you stop to find them, these stage directions are great for understanding the scenes because you'll know where all the action's going and what the characters are actually doing. So it actually gives you more of a visual of what's actually happening. So the characters describe their actions they witness, what they see, what they're doing, and that instructs others. And it's easier to figure out scenes when characters are on their feet, and seeing these implied stage directions act out is one reason. Act 3, Scene 1. Puck. What simple homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What, a play now? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause. Quince. Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth. Bottom, as Pyramus. Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet. Quince. Odors, odors. Bottom. Odors, savors sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear, but hark a voice, stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear. Bottom exits. Puck. A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here. Flute. Must I speak now? Quince. Ay, marry, must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again. Flute as Thisbe. Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, re-enter Puck and Bottom, transformed. Bottom. If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine. Quince. Oh, monsters, oh, strange, we are haunted. Pray, masters, fly, masters, help! Puck. I'll follow you. Bottom. Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard. Snout re-enters. Snout. Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee? Bottom. What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you? Snout exits. Quince re-enters. Quince. Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated. Bottom. I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they shall hear I am not afraid. Bottom sings. Titania. What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? Bottom sings. Titania. I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues, force by force, doth move me, on the first view to say, to swear I love thee. Bottom. Methinks, mistress, you should have little reasons for that, and yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep that little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can joke upon occasion. Titania. Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful. So, not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn. Titania. Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou will or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and I will purge thy mortal grossness, so thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and a mustard seed. Peas blossom. Ready. Cobweb, and I, moth, and I, mustard seed, and I, all. Where shall we go? Titania, be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies. Peas blossom, hail mortal. Cobweb, hail. Moth, hail. Mustard seed. Hail. Titania, come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. So for your assignments, you are going to be writing with the woods outside Athens. An Athenian is considering going on a vacation to the forest. Based on the experiences the characters have, what kind of vacation do you think they might have if they traveled in the woods? Think about the adjectives you might use to describe the woods and the adjectives you might use to describe a trip there. Would it be relaxing, adventurous, scary, exciting, luxurious, exotic, or something else? So think of a character in a moment from the play that illustrate the adjectives you chose. Write that name of the character and describe that moment. And I will see everyone in our next lesson.